Our 2015 Computex coverage is brought to you by Fantex, Nvidia, Corsair, NCIX, Silverstone, and InWin. Make sure to support them for helping us bring this great content to you. Hello everyone, let me know if you agree, but I would say dual chamber cases are becoming increasingly popular, and one unique chassis we noticed at Computex is the BitFenix Atlas. I would even go ahead and say this is the next level dual chamber design, and I'll show you why in a moment. But first, the Atlas is symmetric and the entire frame is incredibly solid with these massive chunks of aluminum on the front panel. I initially thought it was just soft touch plastic, and my perception of quality changed as soon as I found out it was aluminum, plus the case is extremely heavy. The mesh underneath reveals the fan intake, and I personally love the design of this front panel. Taking a look at the back, this is what makes the Atlas so special. So first, notice how each chamber has a rear fan mount, but BitFenix designed the interior to be modular. So using these aluminum handles, you can slide out the chambers that sit on rails for easier installation of the motherboard off the case, for example, or invert the two chambers. So instead of the system being showcased on the left side, like you see here, you can set up the Atlas with the system being showcased on the right side with a rotated motherboard layout. It's a unique way to give users the control that would be based on orientation of the case, so whether you want the main system chamber on the left side or the right. And on the inside, you can see the space is not the limitation. Cable management should be easy considering the large chamber behind, and you can get direct front intake of the triple 120mm fans. There's a large opening at the top between the two chambers that would come in handy if you need to route any water cooling tubes, and each side can support triple 120mm fans as well, given the Atlas' massive water cooling potential, not just at the front but also at the top. And this is what the rear chamber looks like. You get easy to fold and forget all the cable mess, with plenty of cable type points it seems, and rubber grommets leading into the other side. The hard drive cage sits behind this door that is well padded to avoid any vibrations, and there are only 4 drive caddies in this case. That seems way too limiting for something of this size. You can still install drives on the floor of the main chamber, but I really hope that we'll see at least another drive cage somehow integrated into the rear compartment for us to consider the layout to be space efficient. I was happy to see a PWM fan hub integrated here, so that's good news. And that is the general trend with the BitFenix Atlas. Windows on both sides, USB-C type, very nice. It would be awesome for water cooling and swappable chambers to allow users to showcase their systems based on their orientation. So now, at $399, what do you guys think of this price point for a case of this caliber? And remember that aluminum exterior frame adds to the cost, which I think is totally worth it. And if only they end up adding more drive storage capacity to the rear chamber for this to be even more future-proof.